So, this is the horns after they've been painted. Look at the gorgeousness of those. I think they're gorgeous. They're beautiful. And all of that was done with just a set of paintbrushes. Very, very cheap, inexpensive paintbrushes. And check it out. It looks kind of like a cow skull at the moment. It's fun. Anyway, on to the important part of this one. We're going to look at the beautiful staff that he's been making. Staff.
Alright, so here it is. I have stained it with a nice mahogany stain, dark mahogany stain. I don't know, can you see it alright?
Well, sort of. We got light problems.
Let's go into the bathroom there where it has better light.
Okay. I love his shirt. It's awesome. Medieval weaponry. Anyway.
Alright, so
here's the staff.
That's the staff right there.
You can see we've inset the stones. It's fully carved. Look at the face.
There's a face there, and there's a face down here too. Right there.
He's watching you.
He is watching you, yes. So, here's the staff and the stones.
So, what do you want to tell him, hon?
Well, sort of interesting, the little silver bit in here is actually aluminum foil. Put in 4 insets. This one, this one, this one, and this one, which is actually its own inset.
Even though if you ask me, they look like one. I mean,
yeah,
look at that.
Yeah,
they look like one piece.
Yeah. It looks like one piece, but I had to do that so it would follow the wood. So we have sort of a quicksilver center on there. You can probably see the carving a little bit better now.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Oh my god.
Did that all with the Dremel.
Lots of hours of dremeling madness.
Dremeled and then stained and then re-dremeled it because the stain got in some of it, and
it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So it really shows up now. He just has to varnish it now. Yay!
Yep. 3 coats of varnish.
And all these beautiful stones. We went down to a local stone shop, and really these
red and green.
Red and green. Where of course we're in Denver, Colorado, and these are just basically gravel stones that have been polished. But we found ones we liked, and it's amazing what you can find in gravel rocks.
Well, I mean, I figured, what the heck? Let's look for different things that were powerful, right? So like this one right here would be heat, and it's got sort of a tiger eye to it. Can you see how it's sort of tiger eye?
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of? Okay, so it's got sort of a tiger eye look to it. So that's heat. And this one over here is rain, so it looks sort of blue-green like the sea or like rain, like that. And then this one right here is breath. You ever on a cold day you breathe out and you get that breath plume that comes up? Oh, excuse me, that breath plume that comes up here like this. So that's breath. And lightning.
This one's got some beautiful color on it.
Yeah. And then there's the wind, so it looks like a whirlwind going up. See? Wind. And the thing is that each rune here actually says lightning, rain, breath, so on and so forth. Wind. This one's fear, and hope, and love, and flame. And then back again round to heat. See?
He's awesome.
Like I said before, all of these are actually a poem that I made for my wife, actually. And I've written it in triplicate because, well, she's sort of an engineer, so redundancy works really well. You know. Written it in triplicate, spiraling down the staff. And
he spent forever getting that figured out. I helped. We actually to do that, he wrote it out on a piece of paper.
Oh,
and
actually,
then I had him
get the piece of paper. It's over here.
Well, the piece of paper was sort of moot by the end of it.
Oh yeah, true.
So anyway, I had him figure out how tall he wanted each rune to be. Okay, so you had the measurement of one rune, which is about 3/4 of an inch or an inch, depending on what you were in.
3/4 of an inch, right?
3/4 of an inch, a 1/4 inch space between that one and the next line. And you just measured it down, so that you start off with the first line, you went down the full next 2, and you ended up with the next one, which is all the way down here.
Right.
I think. I don't.
And then I had to take that paper strip and actually wrap it around from one to the other.
And I basically made him just measure down one side and equate it out. So.
Yeah. It was an interesting challenge, especially with the fact that it had variable widths on the staff and the knot work, and so you got this beautiful little rune here on the knot here, and yeah, all this stuff.
It's just a gorgeous staff.
And the ones up top actually came, I think they're at a different angle than the ones at the bottom, because the ones at the bottom came out slightly larger and sort of all by their lonesome, which is cool anyway. Gives it sort of an asymmetrical look to it. Not that it looks at all symmetrical anyway, right? But it follows that theme, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. When we get the costumes ready, now you haven't seen it, but she's actually made a dress with a tail on it. That's this one right here, actually.
Unfortunately, the whole idea with the tail and the rubber piping stuff just didn't quite work. We ran into some issues with it, and with time constraints, considering we've only got till the 28th to get this done, we're
What is today?
Today's the 25th.
25th.
So we have 4 days left.
4 days left, yeah.
Not really 3. So yeah, we're kind of in a bind.
We're in a time crunch, but you know how it is.
So we're making do.
Making do, and then I don't know. Maybe later on we'll make the the robot puppet quad suit thingy, and then
eventually
we'll do that at Burning Man or something. Maybe not this time, but we've got plenty of other years, plenty of other Burning Mans, and lots of costuming verve to go.
All right.
Anyway.
Anything else, hon?
I should do. How about you, dear?
I'm good. We'll catch you next time.
Till later. Adios.
Latest.